Hello everyone, messed up that intro, and welcome to another exciting episode of Battle of the Beasts. This time it is episode 51, and this is having another aerial battle of Hawkite, Arrow of the Air, versus Kronus, the Clawed Menace. And if you need a bit of a refresher, the size advantage goes to Kronus as the stats, and the refresher is this is round 2. And these beasts have already killed another beast. Hawkite killed Epos. If you're wondering why, please check the video. That was episode 4. And Kronus killed Nixa. If you're also wondering why, check episode 7. And a bit more stats about them. Basically, if Hawkite wins, she would be the 5th. No, she'll be the 4th? Yeah, the 4th Series 5 beast to make it through to round 3, and also the last Series 5 beast to make it through. If not, then it'll just be Rock, Tremor, and Crab in the next round. And Kronus if Kronus wins, he will be joining Koron and Balisk in Series 8 in round 3. Torna and Bloodboar are dead, so Kronus might be joining them if Hawkite beats them. Hawkite will be joining Coldo and Amixis if she loses. And Hexen's yet to battle, so we'll find out who Hexen's opponent is later. I know Hexen's opponent, and it's going to be an interesting battle for him. The arena, honestly, I don't know, because both of them, well, I'm going to be honest, if this was Pokemon, it would be Braviary versus Mandibuzz, like a Vulture versus an Eagle. Well, a Hawk, but still, it's going to be hard to decide, because Kronus has the size advantage along with quite a few good abilities. Hawkite doesn't have the size advantage, but is faster and has a few abilities. So, yeah, we just need to wait to see which one wins. And, oh god, I'm having flashbacks to Hawkite's round 1 battle. It was brutal. Right, that is all I need to say. And this is the last Battle of the Beast episode I'll be uploading today. The first one I uploaded today was Tremor versus Kajin. We all know how that went out. And 6 battles later, I'm at this one. So 6 battles I've done today. 5 losers, soon to be 6. Which one will be joining the losers and which one will be joining the other winners? Let's get into this. The arena is I honestly do not know. Let's say plains, but in the north, so it's a bit chilly but not freezing. Yeah, so the weather is like that, and the plain and the arena is just like the central plains with a couple boulders here and there, but that's it. So the battle begins. Both beasts exit from the sky chambers, soaring up into the air. They instantly see each other. Kronus decides not to waste time and starts shooting laser beams from his eyes, which he can do, trying to shoot Hawkite down and just getting the quick win. Hawkite swiftly dodges all of that, soaring from left to right, getting closer to Kronus, making it easier for Kronus to hit Hawkite as well, bigger target. Now, and Hawkite decides that she's never going to get to Kronus, so she keeps doing that. So she soars up to the sky above the clouds, so Kronus can't see Hawkite. Kronus joins Hawkite up there and can't seem to find her. Hawkite, however, was able to sneak up underneath Kronus, just came out from the clouds to see Kronus soaring up there. So she flies right underneath Kronus and uses her beak to pull on Kronus's tail feathers. She's able to pluck a few out before Kronus turns around and shoots laser beams. She's barely able to dodge that, and they both soar back down to the ground. Kronus shooting laser beams towards Hawkite along the way, but Hawkite was able to dodge all of them very swiftly. As they both got back to eye level, Hawkite decides that it's time to confuse Kronus a bit. So whilst Kronus is trying to grab her with his talons and rip her apart, rip her feathers off, probably with some flesh as well, what Hawkite does is that she starts flapping her wings to create gusts of wind, picking up all the grass and some boulders, causing a hurricane to start swinging round, and she flings it towards Kronus, and Kronus gets caught up in it. Kronus doesn't have the quickest reflexes as Hawkite, but the grass going at quite a fast speed is piercing right through Kronus, cutting his feathers, going into his flesh, and he keeps his eyes closed so then he won't get any in his eyes, but he can't see that a boulder comes straight towards him, hitting him square in the head, knocking him out, and he falls to the ground. As the hurricane starts to go away, Hawkite sees that Kronus has been knocked out. So she swoops down towards Kronus, lands her talons on Kronus's neck, and is about to just pierce her beak into Kronus's neck. Kronus is able to just barely wake up in time to shakes Kronus and shakes Hawkite off, hitting her back with his wing and shooting laser beams straight towards Hawkite. Hawkite dodged one laser beam but got hit in the wing with another. Hawkite's no longer able to fly. Kronus also isn't able to fly because he lost too many feathers in that hurricane. So Kronus charges towards Kronus and pounces right on top of her. Hawkite uses her good wing to hit Kronus in the head backwards and uses her talons to cut one of Kronus's legs. Legs, I think it says, anyway. Then Hawkite charges towards Kronus again, and before Kronus can do anything, she scratches out his eyes, making the laser beams completely useless. So Kronus has to rely on hearing to try and take care of Hawkite. Hawkite, as stealthily as she can, moves out of the way for Kronus before Kronus pounces in to the direction in front of him, landing on nothing. And Hawkite lands on top of Kronus. This time just clawing out his wings, making him unable to use it, and then sticks her talons into the back of Kronus, and then starts plucking at the back of Kronus's feathers until she gets to the flesh, where, like with Epos, she just digs her claws in there and starts ripping everything out of Kronus. Kronus is slowly but very quickly dying, and as a last resort, Kronus pushes upwards to knock Hawkite off, and as Hawkite's coming back to slash Kronus in the neck, Kronus swings round with his his last remaining talon, and using his only last good leg, swings round and waving his bad leg in front of him, and it slashes Hawkite right in the chest. He then uses his good leg to slash Hawkite in the face, knocking them both down. They both try and get back up, and then just have a stare down, both bleeding out very quickly from their injuries. And then as the sun is setting, because that's a nice picture anyway, just picture that, both of those species having a stare down whilst bleeding out from their injuries, and the sun is setting in the background. After what seems like a good few minutes, one of them falls down to the ground. dead. And with the screech of a hawk, Hawkite knows she just barely won that battle. And without having to explain, Hawkite out of the air has won this battle, whilst Kronus, the Clawed Menace, has lost. Now, I think I got some explaining to do to explain how Kronus won but Hawkite lost. With now the main reason why she's won is because her hurricanes are really strong, can pick up boulders and grass, and since grass can be really really damn sharp at supersonic speeds, that can pierce through feathers and stick into flesh, making let's say it sticks into my arm, it will cause pain. I can still be able to use it, but not as well as I can without that, obviously. And then with a rock hitting Kronus in the head by chance, that would knock Kronus out. And a neck injury along with disembowelment on the back, that will happen. That will kill a bird. That will kill something or someone quicker than just a slash in the face and the chest. And I'm sure there was another injury on Hawkite, which I believe was a laser beam just hitting her wing, unable for her to fly, but that's not damage that would kill her. It's just something that won't make her fly. Kronus going straight for the laser beams when knocking Kronus back. That's what won her the battle. And if you think Kronus should have won, please leave in the comments below why you think she should have won. I originally went into this video saying thinking Kronus will win because it's obvious Kronus' laser beams, it could fry Hawkite. But with just some weird imagination from me, Hawkite won. And I think it's kind of good too, because Kronus, along with another few beasts that are still in this tournament, seem to be like the favourite to win because of their abilities and how ruthless they can be. Like Kobo with his shape-changing abilities, Kronus with his laser beams, and I'm guessing Serpio with his laser beam from his eye, or Slivka with her thick scales, thick hides, making it impenetrable to stabbing attacks. But I think it's good that a beast that could be a favourite to win is out, because it just shows, okay, so it won't be, because some people betting on Kronus, it can be, okay, guess that one won't win, but don't worry, I'm sure this one can win. It just shows that Hawkite is a good competitor and has a chance in winning. Honestly, I'm surprised I was able to think of a way that Hawkite can win. Anyway, let's get it. That's all for this time. If you liked what you saw or heard, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down in the corner below. Join me in the next Battle of the Beast episode, which I will not be recording today, which will have Serpio the Slithering Shadow, speaking of the devil, and Slivka the Cold-Hearted Curse, also speaking of the devil, literally. So if someone was betting on both of these beasts to do well, one of them has been eliminated. Question is, which one? Anyway, that is all for this time. If you liked what you saw or heard, I already said the outro, so I'll just end this up now. I'll see you next time.